and love. Peace and love. Thank you, thank you.
Hey, hey.
Do it live!
I like it.
Okay. Bruh.
Hello party people, how's it going? Hopefully you're going really well. I'm excited about tonight. I'm always excited though, so that should come as no surprise. Things are happening all over the place here, so we'll get straight into it. Evan Nolan, hello to you. Welcome to level 2.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Hopefully you enjoy that. The old weekend behind the scenes update, fun emojis, and my love and affection. Thank you very much. SE Aquatics, hello to you. EdStar81, sounds like you are tired. So am I actually. It's been a massive week. I'll get into it a bit later, but even in the 5 minutes leading up, I was just kind of staring off in the distance, just like, quick reload of Pepsi Max maybe. That'll cure what ails ya. Andrew Fraser, hello to you. Andrew. Chevy Berkshire, g'day to you. Brandon Killjoys, all the way from the UK.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you, thank you.
Don't send any more fan mail after October. Craig's Catfish Connoisseur Cave. Corridors Craig, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Adele from the collaboration of Curiosities. All the C words are flying around. Well, hopefully not all the C words, but most of them are flying around at the moment. G'day to you. Nursing the old midweek hangover. Bad luck there. Rest up. Brendan Regan, hello to you. Good evening. Good evening. Jack, hello to you. John Maud, how's the middle of... nowhere.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hopefully you're going well, mate, and recovered and rested up, hopefully. Eddie, I heard a rumour about you.
Coronavirus!
I heard that from you just then, so bad luck, mate. I'm still on the no-ronavirus over here. Must be immune, superior, I don't know, but... you know, I haven't felt the wrath yet, so hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully you recover pretty quick, and you can just look back on this fondly in 2050 when we've all forgotten about this whole situation. Kaylin Dobby, how are you going, Kaylin? Tasha 13, unlucky for some. How's it going, Tasha? Good to see ya. Everyone's here. Reading. It's been nuts. Edstar. Got the vid. Stop killing fish. TJ, how's it going, mate?
What are you doing in my swamp?
How are you, buddy? Stop killing fish, so I joined the club again. Nice. There's that Pepsi Max coming to say g'day again. Think it's everywhere. Yep, sounds like it. Alice B. How be you, Alice? Hopefully well. Richie's DIY fish room at Richie's, where the community benefits. How you going, Richie? Nice storm coming through Sydney. Get on those water changes and trigger some spawning. Oh yeah. Aiden's Odd Aquariums. How you going, Aiden? The next prodigy of Flowerhorn life. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping in. Nightbot's here, that's handy. Craig, how you going, mate?
Bring out Jaden!
Hey, buddy. G'day to you. Footy season is on the doorstep, so I can't wait to be absolutely, destroyed by you in the comments every time my Bombers get thrashed. That's another year of that. Eddie's triple vaxxed, so he barely knows he has it. Oh, fantastic.
Coronavirus!
I do love that. Soundbite. Rafael Rocha, how you going? Let's see if I go crazy watching 2 live streams at the same time. Oh yeah, you got to keep the wife happy. That's fair enough. Chris Robertson. We're up to a flyer. Chris Robertson is here, everybody.
He is a legend.
Yeah,
he really is. There aren't too many legends around, but he was. He is a legend.
Yeah, you can say that again. Surviving my life. Welcome to the club. Thanks for subscribing. We are on the precipice, gang. We're so close to the 15,000 zone. Yeah, crazy times. I need to do something crazy for it, but yeah, things are just crazy already. Glad I got my Blake's Aquatics mug, keeping me caffeinated. Been up all night building a mini fish stand, assembled and painted, just waiting for the new light to come. Fantastic, mate. I can show you. Here, ready? It's right behind me. You all got to see my legs. I do in fact have legs. Hopefully, Mr. Killjoys, your mug is going better than mine. So we got the Blake's Aquatics mug, of course. But my dear wife, she's in trouble. I super glued it back together, but she was a bit aggressive when she was doing the dishes, and definitely didn't throw it across the room at me, but apparently slipped and broke off in the sink. I'm sure it would still work, but now it's more of a decorative piece. Go the Bombers. Thanks, Tasha. What have I got for you?
What am I gonna do?
There you go. Oh.
I'm so excited!
Oh no. Yeah, that's alright. It happens in the big jobs. Everyone grab your mum's iPad and subscribe. I do like that idea. Get around that. I gotta drink it? That's where I went wrong. Yeah, possibly. The fish water didn't work for me. Bathe in it, drink it, do whatever you want. Hey, I got a water bill. I got a water bill yesterday for about 50 days because it was from the 1st of January, so what's that, 45 days or something like that? I don't know what the term was, but anyway, and it was 85 kiloliters of water that I used, so that's quite a bit of water. The new grass is the victim for it, but a couple of big water changes as well. 85 kiloliters of water, too many if you ask me. We'll do it live. Oh yeah, you prefer that one.
Do it live! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
We'll do it live. I was born in Essendon, it's in my blood.
Bruh.
I was not born in Essendon. I was born in Deniliquin, but well, some of you might not even know this. I have 2 brothers, an older and a younger. I am, in fact, the middle child.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yep, I'm very familiar with that. So my dad and my older brother go for Hawthorn. My mum and my younger brother go for the Western Bulldogs. And I just do my own thing. I picked Essendon because I loved Matty Lloyd, Scotty Lucas, and James Head. And the rest is history. I've been miserable ever since. So, yeah, it's a good time. But I'm definitely die-hard Essendonian. And my wife is also an Essendon supporter by coincidence. And my kids are well and truly on their way to full indoctrination. Thoughts on using rainwater? Absolutely love it. Especially for shrimp. Actually, good segue. Just then, so I've been keeping these Caradina shrimp, and I've kept them alive, but I haven't bred them. And I was talking with TJ last night, and yeah, it just got me thinking is I should just have a bit of a closer look at the water parameters. So I did a couple of little test strips just to see where things are at, and the pH just isn't as high as I'd like it to be. So good healthy reminder, even though everything's looking okay, if you haven't got breeding, you might want to delve a little bit deeper, and I am certainly guilty of not doing that regularly enough. So that's what happened. That explains a lot. Yeah, that's true. You need some Chris, I'm absolutely in favor of taking requests for new sounds. I want to just load this up, like a sound for every response, basically. And I've been watching a few different movies, trying to get inspiration. I was thinking of putting, you know, if anyone, like my favorite TV show ever is The Office, and when Jim impersonates Dwight, I wanted the sound of when he goes, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica, something like that. Or you know, obviously I think we've had the is it here nah, I used to have the no God please no, but yeah. Taters, how's it going, mate? Long time no see. Second favorite Aussie YouTuber, I'll have to take it. I haven't seen you in yonks, Taters. Hopefully you're going well, mate. Yeah, really good to see you again. You've changed your name again as well. Welcome. Could be a kangaroo supporter like me, sad times. Yeah, well, I was lucky, I guess, in some respects. Look, you gotta feel the lows to get to enjoy the highs, I think. I do miss the dancing dog. The dancing dog's still here. Simply request anytime the dancing dog, Eddie. Usually at milestones we used to break that one out. What else? There's some things still here. Yeah, boy. Yeah. It's going to be one of those streams tonight, it feels like. Morning, folks. Hiding under me desk. Don't talk too loud. I don't want my boss to hear.
I'm so excited.
I like it.
Hopefully you're going well, Dan. Always enjoy seeing you here. Sean, hello. Hey, Tina, come to get your dinner. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I've got my little TDS pen around here somewhere. But I think the TDS is not going to be the issue because it'll be lower. My family left Melbourne when I was 10, but I went to St. Albans Primary. Nice. Office is a classic. Oh, I've rewatched it through so many times. The only thing is I don't watch it from season 1. I watch it from like season 3 because I hate all of that will they won't they stuff, and I just think they peak in like the middle seasons. The Martians from Sesame Street have the best sound effects. Alright. I'll write all this down. Soundbite idea. Elf from Home and Away. Flaming Galah. I do like that a lot. I should get the great man Steve where he says, "Isn't she a beauty?" or something like that. That'd be pretty good. Anyway, food for thought. I love the orange shrimp tank DKF. It'll keep the crocs away. Crikey. Indeed. Alright, so as usual, I don't have anything prepared, so feel free to throw out there what has been itching you this week in the fish room, but I got a couple of things we can talk about beforehand. So first of all, why am I so tired? On Monday I found out that I'm going to be seconded into a new role. So if you don't know what that means, basically I still work for the same company, but I'll just be having a different function for a period of time, filling in a different area. So that'll be for 8 weeks at this stage, and it starts on Monday. So all week I've just been like tidying up things I've been working on, finding out who I can hand them over to and all that sort of stuff. So it's been hectic. And then at the back half of the week, phone calls and stuff have been coming through to me for the new role to sort of like hand things over to me. So yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days. As well as that, Will Barker came over yesterday to collect his prize for $14,000 giveaway. If you don't remember, I gave away like a pack of Hikari food, some macro and micro ferts, a print of an arapaima, and this DRP dechlorinator stuff here. So he came around. He's moving very close to me, so yeah, that was pretty cool. Showed him the new fish room and stuff like that, and that was a good time. What else has been going on? So yeah, I don't know what the next 8 weeks is going to look like, because with this secondment, I'm kind of considering it a bit of an audition, because I really want this role. So I'll probably be working really, really hard. So unfortunately, the video side of things might take a bit of a hit. I'll still easily do the streams, because if I'm still working at 8 p.m. on a Thursday, something's gone wrong. So yeah, hopefully that happens. But anyway, it'll be a good time. The other thing as well is I mentioned how hectic school pickup and school drop off has been, and because the boys have usually one or the other's been at home most days, we've had to like quickly call around and see who can look after him with the new role, because my wife started a new job this week as well. So she's been doing 2 jobs for the next couple of weeks while I start a new job. So it's all happening here. It's getting a bit crazy. It's the same money, Ed, but it's just a far more exciting role, I think, for what I'd like to be doing. So yeah, and there's a few extra benefits to it, so I guess it's a little bit, but kind of negligible, but that's alright. Taters with the krona, 100 cronies. Here you go, mate. Don't get too excited. It's only $21. Don't spend it all at once. Taters, mate. If it was 21 cents, that would make a difference to me at the moment. Yeah, for example, I still have to pay off a few of the things that the great man from the North Pole dropped off in December. So don't worry about that. It's certainly appreciated. Although the other thing I got to say. Oh, first of all, I probably missed a few people. Elias, how you going, mate? Have you seen my message on Discord yet? I replied to it, I think. Oh, yeah, I have seen your message and I will do it. I just, just haven't got around to it yet. Sorry, mate. I haven't filmed anything since you sent it. So as soon as I do, I'll do it. Sorry about that. I did actually forget. So that's a good reminder. Just got home from real croc country this morning. Flew in from Darwin. Nice. Hopefully you're keeping well. Right, Adele's heading off. No worries. Have a good one. No, how you going, mate? Hello from Singapore. Received my Ludwigia Super Red, but they came in what looks like a bunch of baby Super Reds. I had a hard time planting them in my tank. Any tips? Well, it shouldn't really matter how long the stems are, because you can just break them at any point. So Main tip is make sure there's nothing like a bristlenose or whatever in there that's going to continue to uproot it. Super red's like really high light to get that red going. And the other thing as well, I find that it can be a little bit spindly, so especially when it grows in like a big bunch. So once it takes off, you want to just really continue to trim the undergrowth a fair bit. Otherwise you'll just have these long stalks and then like 2 or 3 leaves at the top. That's my experience with Super Red, but really nice plant. And once it gets going, it's pretty near bulletproof. Blake, my snail stole my calcium. No! Water change on Thursday. Sunday KH was 0. pH went from 8.6 to 6.4. Wowie. Yeah, so calcium. The KH. So something in your aquarium is wanting to bring that pH down. Right, something's creating acid, like whether that's CO2 or anything really, peat. There's something in your aquarium that wants to drag the pH down, and your KH would have been absorbed by that instead of the snails. The snails stealing your calcium should take away from the GH, not the KH, from what I understand. So that's interesting. GR to the B, how you going, mate? $21 dues, absolutely Lou. Ryan, how you going, mate? Can't find any content on breeding rainbow cichlids except creative pet keeping. Can you recommend any? Rainbow cichlids being Vieja. It's a shame he doesn't really make too many videos anymore, but there was a fella in Perth last year who had some really nice collection of Vieja. His name was Josh. Well, his name is Josh. I'm sure his name's still Josh. But in terms of that guy, Ryan, pretty tricky. Mainly because I don't really get into that sort of stuff, so I haven't really sorted out myself. Yeah, I'd probably just look into like Primetime Aquatics or something like that. He's probably done some. And I like his method of talking about information. Do you still have your Gelidochromis? Absolutely, Andrew. They're just down... Whoop, they're in that tank there. It's obviously too dark. But really fun. They've made quite a few of each other at the moment. So, yeah, I've found that they will breed kind of as a community, but the older children are eating the newborns now. So, one of those ones where you can like keep them together and then you'll continue to filter out the generations, and you probably go, well, it's the CO2 from all the plants that's dropped the pH. KH is the calcium carbonate. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Chris. You're probably right. Have you ever used the tannin extract stuff? I'm tempted to give it a try. Nah, I haven't. The closest I've got, I suppose, is like Rooibos tea, or I always get flamed in the comments whenever I pronounce it. Rooibos tea, the South African tea, but it kind of makes the water a bit more red rather than brown. And then I used that tea bag from Blackwater Aquariums, Australia, but I've not bought bottled tannin extract before. I'd rather make my own, which I've done that before actually as well. Got a bunch of Indian almond leaves, boiled them down, waited till the stuff cools down, and then just keep that in a bottle in the fridge. 1/4 teaspoon per 50 litres for you're adding calcium citrate powder. Interesting. Any news on the Underwater Expo? Well, I heard that it was looking good for this year, which I was surprised about. But I suppose, touch wood, things are easing off a bit. So, yeah, I think you should find that things should start coming out soon. Because, what was it? I heard that some people were booked in for a few of the events and talks and all of that sort of stuff. So, seems pretty promising to me. I have a gorgeous black belt. She is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. She deserves it twice. No, awesome. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not that into him. I guess it's the size. Like, if I'm going to occupy a tank that size, there's probably just a lot of fish that I'd rather get before I get Vieja. Although I saw what are they? Blue eye cichlids, which I think are also another type of Vieja, and I really like those guys. So maybe. Any tips on convincing the rentals to let me get a used 150 that I found for just $100 on Marketplace? If you've got the $100, just go and get it, and then it'll already be there, and then it's too late by then. What are they going to do? Kick you out? I mean, even better if you fill it up with water first. So there is that option. And if you can't pick it up, then just tell the person who's selling it, like, oh, I'm just a young guy trying to get into the hobby. I can't drive. Can you help me out? You know, maybe I'll give you $10 or something, and they'll probably do it. Give that a go. But if your parents asked who told you that, it wasn't me. Killjoys, I use that. I make my own. Yeah, so you make your own. Nice. I've Calgrid in the substrate, 1 shell's calcium in the Snello, added lime to the water too, and baking soda to help balance it out some. Lime. All of the water chemistry stuff is so confusing. Like, it's no wonder that people find it so hard to deal with. And like, the second that I think that I have a good grip of it, then there'll be something like that, and I'm like, I thought I understood this stuff. I don't know. Hello, it's Michael Caine. There you go, Michael Caine. How's the Batman today? Hey, I found some baby goldfish in my desk aquarium maybe, winning. I normally feed on the way. Oh, maybe it is deck aquarium. Okay. I normally feed on my way past the morning and night, and don't spend much time at that tank. Michael, those are always the best tanks, I reckon. Like, and they're always the one that are guaranteed to have fry in them, because I swear they know when you want them to breed, and they never do it. They never oblige. Where do you buy the ingredients from? Anything specific? Anything you can boil down, like bit of driftwood, bit of Indian armlets, any sort of cones or other botanicals, you'll create a nice little concoction. Primetime Aquatics is a good channel. Jason is an associate professor in biology. Yeah, I agree. I like him. I like his style. You know, it's pretty straight up and down, no nonsense kind of deal. Is summer in Australia? Indeed it is, but it's not that hot where I am, so it's alright. I think today would have been in the 20s, 20 degrees Celsius that is. Which, yeah, so it's 19 degrees Celsius right now, which is about 66 Fahrenheit. There's a converter over there. Fair shout, Balakos. I might give that a go instead. Yeah, I reckon. It's more feasible in the long term as well, because I feel like some of those things are a bit of a rip-off, hey? And you never know what's in it either. How many snails? Yeah, I know. It sounds like you got a real factory if you're adding all that stuff in. Yeah, and the tea fades after a few days. Well, all of the botanicals will fade after a few days. Usually people just don't notice, because as it's fading, the driftwood is also still releasing more. Hey, it should be this way. So anything like, it all fades after a while. 800 and 500 in it. Oh my golly gosh. Probably need to get some more tanks, Chris, or do a cull or something like that. That's insane. Kayla's Aquatics and Exotics has some awesome rainbow cichlids. Okay. Bob Kayla was here last week. Paying for your hobby. Nice. Killjoys, any botanicals, just boil, strain, reduce, and chuck in dropper bottles. I like it. Jude, how you going? Jude? Hey Jude. You probably hate that. Hey Blake, just wondering if shell grit will do the job for shrimp and snails instead of cal grit. Having a job locating any locally, and postage is a killer. Shell grit Is it the same thing as Calgrit? Potentially. It might just be a different name for the same thing. Let me look it up. Versus Calgrit. Calgrit is a natural mineral grit derived from calcium carbonate, which is a great alternative to shell grit, providing more calcium and more essential minerals than regular grit. Calgrit is ideal for laying chickens to help them cope with eggshell production and to aid in bird digestion. Okay. So I wanted to use Calgrit as suggested. Calgrit is difficult to source. Can shell grit be used instead? This is on a Python and Snake website. Blah de blah. It's advisable that you do not use shell grit in the aquarium as a substrate, as it is far too coarse and abrasive. It will cut your turtle's skin. If you can bag it in a stocking, blah blah blah. Oh, well, that's sounds like it's the same thing, but just less minerals. I reckon if you're gonna go by that, it might be worth supplementing with like a Wonder Shell or something, just to make sure that there's mineral content as well as pure calcium and lime and all that. Good channel. Blue eye cichlids are awesome fish, very close to convicts, but nicer. Yeah, that's maybe what I was thinking of, not VAR. They look very convict-ish, but I like them. Nice bronzy color. Anything with a blue eye is kind of welcome in my fish room, I think. Yeah, I understand the calcium issue. That is a lot of snails, yeah. The calcium drain is real, for sure. Seachem Trace has calcium in. Well, yeah, that's a good one. You could probably use shell grit and a little bit of Seachem Trace, or something like this. How convenient. We've got the Azu Mineral Plus, which is just some shrimp minerals. Love Primetime Aquatics. Jason told me a lot. Yeah. Melbourne is rainy and miserable all the time. Pretty hot. Hey, yeah, Andrew. Nah, that's all. Melbourne's good. Same as following the footy, you know. You gotta deal with the lows to appreciate the highs. You know, if you got good weather all the time, you'll never appreciate those sunny days. So we're lucky that we get them all in one day. So you have a sad morning with the rain falling, and then a beautiful afternoon, and that's life as a Victorian. Elias, just make sure if you get that 150 that it doesn't leak, or it will be serious property damage. Yeah, that's a good point. Always great practice with second-hand tanks to give them a reseal. If you've never done it before, I understand it's intimidating, but realistically, it's pretty straightforward, so give it a go. Worst case scenario, wait till it dries, scrape it off, and start again. Shell grit is from oyster shells. Yeah, nice. Summer's been pretty mild in Queensland this year. Been really mild in Victoria as well. I think because of the La Nina, the year that we're having with the extra rainfall and all that. DC's African Cichlids. How you going, DC? Do you know that name reminds me of this guy on TikTok who is this Italian. It's called Cug's Kitchen, and he goes, "Hey, how you doing? A fresh DC in the morning," and he has a Diet Coke for breakfast, like a gentleman. Really funny TikToker. Probably nobody's seen him though. Speaking of that, the last 2 days I've been watching The Godfather for the first time. I've never seen it before. Trying to get around to watching some of these movies that are supposedly iconic, that I've never seen, and big fan. Enjoying it thoroughly. If you just need calcium carbonate, you can get ground limestone, AG lime. Milk has calcium. There's another soundbite that I should have had on Anchorman where he says, "Milk was a bad choice." Hasn't rained yet this year. Very dry. Oh, hopefully there is no bushfires. I was saying to my friends the other day, touch wood, like, we might have been shut down for the last few years and all that, but at least touch wood, our fire issues seem to have subsided a little bit. My snails eat more cows than South Park aliens. You just have an IV drip hooked up to a cow in your fish room. Oyster shell grit for chickens is excellent calcium source. Best placed in a bag. I like it. Well, basically what I do with mine is, you know those like glass feeding dishes? Well, I just fill one up with cow grit and just stick it in the back of the aquarium. And once it looks to be emptying out, then I just top it up. I just discovered torpedo barbs. Very cool fish. Can they be tank bred? Nah, Richie. The only time they've been bred in captivity is by artificially dosing them with hormones. So they've never been documented to be naturally bred in an aquarium setting, which is a real shame because they're super popular, but I think they're having a pretty rough time in the wild. They also have different names, so you might see them torpedo barbs, denison barbs, roseline sharks. Yeah, cool fish. Completely off topic. That's awesome. Any gamers in the chat that like OW RPG, open world role-playing games? The game The Day Before by Fantastic looks very promising if they stick to it. Slightly sidestepping from that, Mr. Killjoys, the last 2 weeks has been totally engulfed by Pokemon Legends of Arceus. Legends of Arceus. Absolutely smash that game. Love it. It's so fun. Like, if you've ever played a Pokemon game on Nintendo, you'll know that it's kind of the same formula, just rehashed. But Legends of Arceus was so cool. It was like Skyrim or something crossed with Pokemon. You like had to walk around, crouch in a bush, and then throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon when they had their back turned to you. And then if you didn't catch it, then they'll like chase you down, attack you and stuff. And really fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And then to get like the legendary birds from the first generation, there's a battle. You got to do a competitive battle in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which opens up tomorrow. So I downloaded Pokemon Shield purely to get the legendary birds from Generation 1 in Legends of Arceus. So they got me. Hey Tim, how's it going, mate? Hello from California, yay, welcome. What be the time in California? Hey, I just bought some calcium carbonate powder. I'm going to mix it with NLS gel food to make some schnello. Nice. Hey, actually that's a good segue as well. A bloke reached out to me this week who has an Australian-made gel fish food, like an alternative to Rapashi or whatever, so I can do it a lot cheaper. I like the fact that it's made in Australia, so I'm going to give it a go over the next period of time. We'll see if the fish eat it, and if they do, I'll let you know all about it. Have you done a fish tour in the new place? Did I miss it? No. I was going to do it last week, but then I was lacking in the plant department, so the box would still be here actually. 1 second. Yeah, I was going to do one, but during the move, when I drained the tanks down, a lot of the plants just dried out. I was really concentrating on the fish, and yeah, a lot of the plants died back, and they're in the recovery phase right now, but I was a bit bummed about doing a full fish room tour with bare tanks and tanks that are sort of adjusting. Like, a lot of them have different lights on them now, so we've got a bit of brown diatom algae and stuff like that. Anyway, I sent a message just to my friends at Pisces Aquariums. Not sponsored. Well, I'll tell you the story anyway. Sent Pisces a message because if you remember, I used to do those plant species spotlight videos, and they always sent me the plants for that, which is really cool. They didn't ask me to say anything, do anything, and they're a wholesaler, so I didn't even send anyone. You can't go to Pisces.com or whatever and buy them. You just buy them from your local fish store, which I like as well because it supports local business and all that stuff. So everything lined up really well. Anyway, I just sent him a message that said, hey, can you send me a bunch of plants? Because I want to do a fish room tour and stuff, and maybe I'll do some more species spotlight videos and all that fun stuff. So they did. So they hooked me up with this box, which is a long-winded way of saying we should be ready to rock and roll on a fish room tour. Now, if I'm organised, I might try and start it tomorrow. Actually, this is a poll. Here, let's create a poll. Ask a question. Video tomorrow or start work on fish room tour. Video tomorrow or start work on fish room tour. Tour tomorrow. Alright, you let me know. I don't mind either way. The shell grit is what I pour all over the substrate. Also dump limestone powder in there. Nice. I'll check that one out right now. Tearing out what's left of my hair playing out. Gotta love Pokemon, never gets old. Literally think I've had all of them. Yeah, pretty much. Pokemon for the win. I've never actually played it, but it looks like I'd be in the same situation if I did. 135. Oh, that's pretty good. That's not too bad. I mean, it's getting there, but it's not the worst. Hey Brad, need some advice. I started a 2-foot cherry shrimp tank. I like it. Sponge filter from a 3-year-old aquarium and sea chem stability. Now I have white fluff overload. Did you put a new bit of driftwood in there? That's probably what it is, or you know, maybe it's maybe the other thing is you're probably overfeeding. Shrimp really don't need much food at all, especially if you've got an established sponge filter. They're probably eating everything off that as a priority. So you're probably either overfeeding or you've got new driftwood in there, in which case they absolutely love eating that white fungus from new driftwood. So I wouldn't be worried about it, but if it's overfeeding, then yeah, just cut back on that. Only put new food in there once you see your old food gone. My Snelly has calcium, moringa, garlic, spirulina, and gelatin. I remember that from last week. Snail crack. Morning QC, how you going? Want to see all the fish? Yeah, fair enough. Giant box of plants equals win. Yeah, Gavin. I can't say it enough. Like, Pisces is a massive company, right? I'm surprised they even give me the live day. But they've always helped me out with anything I've ever needed, and they've never asked for anything before. So I actually feel bad every time I ask him. But yeah, if you see Pisces stuff out of fish store, just grab it. The other thing as well, they sent me these tissue culture things. Can you see them up there? There's 6 different types of tissue cultures there that that is one thing that they said, oh, these are kind of new, do you want to have a look at those? So yeah, I said, of course, let's play around with them. Soy husk for bulk. Oh yeah, I've got some of that stuff there. That's pretty interesting. I think you put it in and then it like fully expands like that. Eddie? Alright. Snails love that stuff. Actually, I'll talk about this as well. This was not this. Not this. This was in the thing that I'm going to talk about. But yes, it's been that kind of day. We're going for the full 2 litre. So what I'm going to talk about has been at my feet since Christmas. And every stream, I forget to mention it. And I think, oh, I probably should mention it. So, at Christmas time, Aqua One on Instagram, they DM'd a bunch of people. I know they DM'd Chloe's Aquatic Centre. They DM'd Taryn Bodgy from Australia. And anyway, they just said, hey, we enjoy the hobby. We want to share the love or whatever. So we want to send you a Christmas present. And I know they sent like heaps of them out. Anyway, it was a pretty cool little gift. So they just sent this Aquarium Cleaning Kit. I questioned the $65 value, but they were giving them out for free, so I guess that's cool. And inside we had, there was more stuff in here. Look, I haven't even opened it because I wanted to show you guys. So there was a new siphon in there, which is good. That's not in there anymore. A bucket with a lid. We always need that. Aqua One towel. Seems pretty big. Also, you didn't have to do anything for this giveaway, which I thought was kind of cool. Like, you didn't have to share them or anything. I guess the theory is that people say good things about them, but from the outlook, it looks like they just reach out to anyone. Like, I don't think I have too many Instagram followers or anything, so it wasn't like a publicity stunt or anything. Really nice microfiber towel. Scrubbing pad. This is the clip for the siphon. Keep it on the side of your tank, which I like that idea. And we've got some conditioner, water conditioner. Yeah. Gravel vac, hand towel, water conditioner, algae pad, bucket clip, 10 litre square bucket. Oh, the clip goes on the bucket so your hose doesn't fall out. Yeah. Well, I thought, good on you, Aqua One, you legends. Yeah, I like it. Never say no to a free bucket as well, yeah. So, from that, I guess, like Aqua One on Instagram and maybe they'll give you free stuff next Christmas. Yeah, Bodgy did a whole video on it as well, so. But they didn't ask us to. Like, I just said thanks. That's all, so pretty cool. So I think they would give it out to anyone, so yeah, maybe chuck them a like on Instagram, I guess, and see what happens next year. Pisces plants in little tiny terracotta pots is a cool way of buying plants. Yeah, I agree. I love those like urn looking ones, GRB. Anyone know any good cherry shrimp supply? Oh, GRB, I've already hooked up the Dr. Black 66 with some shrimp. I'm going to ship him out to him on Monday, so he's all sorted for the shrimpies. Good looking out though. Alright, so we had 75% voting on the tour. I can just leave it up there, I guess. 43 in the chat, 7 likes, and 2 on the vote. Come on. Everyone's fallen asleep with my Pokemon chat. Still at work, Pete? Oh, that's rough. Or I suppose it's 5:45, or is it, or 6:45? Since you told me about the hair grass, I trimmed it and it's running. I found native hair grass here. It grows about 300 mil tall. I like it. Yeah, driftwood from the established tank. Also, in regards to any food I put in, it goes furry pretty quick. They don't seem interested in it. Yeah, I wouldn't bother feeding. If you've got driftwood and a sponge filter, there's probably a smorgasbord of biofilm on that. Sounds standard for a new setup, Brad. Yeah, I agree. Never say no to a free bucket. Yeah, you can never have too many buckets. Keep that for a hospital tank and keep it separate. Yep, that's a good move. Well, I can move it away from my feet now, which is handy. Getting a bit cramped over here. Had to deal with Aqua One on a warranty issue with a hinge on a cabinet of theirs. They were really helpful. Oh, there you go. Always good to know. Always good to know. Like, I think we should talk more about the positive times, the positive interactions with companies, because we're always very quick to talk about the negative ones, but yeah. Speaking of buckets, I got mine from the bakery. 20 litres usually free. Oh, let me tell you a story. That's a good reminder, TJ. I'll tell this story, and then we'll have some last questions, and we might wind it up. But so a bloke last week bought some CPDs off me, which I always appreciate when people buy CPDs, especially at the moment. I've got a heap of them ready to go, and heaps of people inquire about them, but then when I tell them the price, they just say, "Oh, I'll get back to you." So anyway, a bloke bought 10 CPDs, and I shipped them out, and I ran out of styrofoam boxes, and then I was like, "Oh, that's okay, like I can surely buy a styrofoam box from the post office." So I bagged up the fish and I took them with me to the post office, and they said, "No, we don't do styrofoam anymore because of the environment." I was like, "Okay, great." Then I went to Woolies, and I was like, "Surely they have styrofoam boxes." I went to the produce section, I was like, "Do you have styrofoam boxes?" They're like, "No, we don't." And I went to the bottle store or liquor store, whatever, and said, "Do you have styrofoam boxes?" And they did, but they were ones that were made to have 6 wine bottles in them, so they just had a hole, and they were massive, and it didn't really work. So I was like, "Okay, well, hold that for a minute, I'll go see if I can get any more." It's a nightmare. You can't get styrofoam boxes anywhere, and usually I have a huge stockpile of them from ordering stuff online for everyone else. And where are your hookups for styrofoam boxes? If anyone's got one, let me know, because it seems like they went from like trash 1 minute to more valuable than gold the next minute. In the end, I went to the pharmacy, and they had a styrofoam box, because I was like, how do they ship like medicine that needs to be refrigerated? So I went in there, and they had one left, and I was lucky. It was a bit on the big side, but it did the job. And the shipping cost $37, which was brutal. 37, 47, something ridiculous. So that was an adventure on Monday. It was supposed to be like a 5-minute job, and it was like an hour of walking around looking like a weirdo trying to find a styrofoam box. Local pet shop, the best bet. Yeah, I know. That's the trouble, is my local pet shop is not that local. Oh, I could have went to one. Your CPDs are not a good price compared to where they're comparing them. Well, I had an honest chat with one guy. "Oh, your CPDs are a good price. Where are these people comparing?" Yeah, and that's the trouble, is like, I can't go too crazy. It's like, the shipping is $40, and I do 10 for $200. So $16 a fish, really. And then people, like, I've seen shops selling for like $25, which I think is an absolute rip. But I would negotiate. But if people pick them up, there's definitely more room to move. Like, a guy came to pick him up, and I think I did them for like $14 each, something like that. So it's a balancing act, I guess, between flooding the market really cheaply. Also, I need to keep enough in it to cover any DOAs or anything, because sometimes the shipping has been so unreliable that it's taken 9 days for them to arrive. Good thing is that even when that's happened, I've only really lost 1 or 2. So, yeah, which I just refund that. But if it was ever a case that the whole lot were a disaster, then I would resend them. But that's, I guess, that's the life, I guess. And people compare them to like neon tetras and stuff, I guess, which, that's fine. Get a neon tetra, like, it's not a big deal. 2 discus lay eggs in my discus tank yesterday. Nice. Oh, today noticed a fungus. Can I remove the eggs? You can, or they'll probably eat them, but in either case, you won't really have them hatch. Once fungus is in there, it's really, really hard to separate any eggs from it. For the future, what's happened there is like a loose bit of debris has probably gone onto one of the eggs, and then that has gone fungusy, and then it's spread across the eggs. So if you can have a super clean like canister filter, some fine filter floss or something in there, that will really help with your fungusing. You can put methylene blue in there, but when there's fish involved, I think that's a bit stressful. So I only ever use meth blue when there's no fish in the tank. Maybe the butcher. Yeah, good tip. Well, from that instance, I've decided I need to just go and get a stockpile of styrofoam boxes before it's on the day and it's a bit more urgent. So this weekend I might have a bit of a quest for the styrofoam box. We still haven't identified the fish that came in with the glow light tetra order. Looks a little like Hemiotis, but not shiny. Oh, I thought the Discord sorted that one out, Brandon. Might have to take it home and feed it up. Yeah, that's always a good one. When I ordered some stuff from Liverpool Creek, we had a mystery fish in there, and it was just this brown little fish, and one day it was like, boom, that is bright orange, and it was a Empire Gudgeon. Yeah, Empire Gudgeon. It was awesome. And the other cool thing was there was two, and it was a pair too, so loved that. Hopefully they accidentally send another one and you can breed them. Mystery fish are super fun. See you, Chris. Good luck with your calcium issue. Sorry I couldn't have been more help. Alright, so that poll seems pretty straightforward then. End poll. I thought there should be a result. There it is. 38 votes. Oh, there you go. Hey, ugly man, how you going?
Okay.
Welcome. Does your Saratoga smash at the top of the tank or near till you feed it? Yeah. Do you want to see? I did feed him immediately before, but I'll spin it. I've been just feeding the old reliable Cichlid Gold, but the Oscars are crazy as well. I'll drop some in. Look at them. They're already going crazy. I was going to do like a YouTube short or something about it, but they make a mess. Did you see all the water that came out? And sometimes they knock half the food out. They're grots. I'll just leave it like that for a minute. See my test strips. But I absolutely love that tank. It's so much better in the fish room rather than out on my front yard, which it was for 2 years. Oh, okay. That makes sense, Brandon. My battle with Blackbeard algae, I think I won. Okay. Within 10 days in a bucket, small filter, along with no more Blackbeard chemical, it all rubbed off. Nice. Nice. Well done, Josh. Good to hear. I tried that once and I forgot about the bucket, and then like 3 weeks later there was like this brown marsh stunk as well, and all my Anubias was in there. Virtually impossible to raise discus fry without the parents. Yeah, that's true, because they eat the slime cone. Yep. And yeah, you need really pristine water, and also you need to raise the babies on no substrate as well. Right here. My Saratoga is so fussy, he spits the Cichlid Gold out. Oh, there you go. Oh, he's always been good on the pellets. Oscars are awesome. Yeah, they're so fun. That was crazy. And the weird thing is, I could do it like all day. Like I could just throw a pellet in all day and they'd still be just as crazy. Like the camera angle? Okay, well we can mix it up. That was the good thing about the green screen. It was a lot easier to actually see some fish, I guess. So then I just thought, like, why are we looking at the sink, you know? But I guess it's a fairly good distraction over here. The old. We need to name him. Let's come up with a name for the Saratoga before I end the stream. I think that's pretty fitting. We got 44 people here. Surely there's something creative we can come up with. So he's a Saratoga Lycardi. Comes from North Queensland. I'm just giving some information for some inspiration. We can name him because he is kind of the showpiece in the fish room at the moment. In terms of colour, obviously, can you see it that well? So the edges of all of his scales have a bit of a red tinge, which is kind of cool. Bit of a bully, something aggressive. Maybe. I love that view. You should do that for all the lives. Okay, can do. I'm happy with that. I heard shrimp eat fungus on eggs. Good one. So some eggs, shrimp are really, really handy. They will eat the fungus on like angelfish eggs, any South American cichlid eggs, and so forth. Leroy Jenkins. I like it. Or maybe we'll name him the Godfather because I just watched that movie. Come to me on my daughter's wedding day. Father fish. Gizmo. I am a big fan of Gremlins. Oh yeah, that's probably because in the members video I mentioned I watched Gremlins 2. In one day I watched Shaun of the Dead, Gremlins 2, and what was the other one? It was 3 absolutely shocking movies. Absolutely shocking. So I was talking about it in the members video. Oh no, I've lost the chat now. There you go. Lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, but be careful with the shrimp because they will eat the eggs of Danios, white clouds, smaller fish, and all that sort of thing. So if the eggs are angelfish size or below, don't put shrimp with them. If they're angelfish size or above, then yeah, they'll help to clean them off. Leroy Jenkins. Sarah the Saratoga. I don't mind it. Merv's good. Is that a special variegated pothos on the side? This is just a Marble Queen pothos, I think it's called. It's not doing too well because they eat all the roots off. It's pretty nice, though. I'll show you. Seems to be doing okay. I'll drop it in the rainbow fish tank for a bit. So good to see the tanks. Okay. Well, that's easily done. I guess it does give something else to look at, doesn't it? I've been trying to figure out a way to light the back so that you can actually see inside the tanks a bit better. It's not like that in real life, but I guess it's the contrast between how bright I am and how bright it is back there. Named mine Gary. Short for Gyarados. Oh yeah. I don't mind that. Roach. Homer. That's my cat's name. Somebody get this man in a movie. Chucky. Oh, last week as well I said I was wanting to watch the Chucky TV series. I did watch the Chucky TV series, or the first 4 episodes of it. It was quite good, but it's definitely a bit of like a high school drama kind of thing. Bomber. I don't mind that. Admiral Akbar. I would prefer a pun. The dad in me definitely wants it to be some kind of dad joke. Like when we had the stingray, it was definitely named Steve. Saratoga. Toga. Frat party. There's got to be some kind of pun there. He or she, I have no idea. I just say he. Craig. Craig. Let's call it Craig. Stephen. That's a little different than mine. Might be a Snow White. No, it's not a Snow White, because I've got a Snow White as well, somewhere. And that also looks a lot different. That pothos is selling for big bucks on local Gumtree here. Oh, there you go. I've got kilometres of the stuff. I throw it in the bin. Sarge? I don't mind Sarge. Sarge the toga. Can I do a poll where people just put in whatever? No, I can't. Okay. Flash. Ghost. What about Brian? Lockhart's name was Ludwig. Professor Lockhart from Harry Potter. Gilderoy. Maybe we could call him Gilderoy Lockhart. The Saratoga Lockharty. Nah. Togas were Roman attire. Ludwig. Jake is in Blues Brothers. He wore togas in a movie called Animal House. Yeah. Shroot. Shroot Farms. What's Dwight's brother's name? Mose. Nah, it's not punny enough. I don't know. We need a... Alright! Kerry, welcome. Thanks for the sub. Fillet is good. Fillet is good. Might be a job for next week. Everyone that's your homework for this week. Come up with a good pun. What about Hindenburg? Because it's kind of like a blimp just cruising around. And Hindenburg is kind of like Eisenberg, which gives Breaking Bad kind of vibes. Caesar, Nero, Hungry Harry. Fish finger. Or he's the boss of the Oscars. Is Big Bird the boss of Oscar the Grouch, or Oscar's kind of... Greeks wore togas. Who was a famous Greek? Caesar. Evan Nolan. Beat. Let's call him Beat. Daryl. Oh, actually, I really disliked Daryl in The Office. I don't know if it was just me. I just didn't like his whole vibe. Like, it would have been the best office in the world to work for. He's just always such a downer. Like, get over yourself, Daryl. And he used to think that he could be manager. No chance. Zeppelin. Zeppelin's good. Anyway. Well, the other thing is they're called bony mouth fish, all the arowanas and all that. And he's a bony tongue. I think they're called bony tongue fish. So we could name him like, what's a famous skeleton? Jack Skellington. Coral. You're probably aware, Brandon, that I rewatched all of The Walking Dead from the start. That was a struggle. That took a long time. How about this? Because it's kind of a meme at the moment. So, this is the stretch, right? So, he's the boss of the Oscars, right? So, something to do with Sesame Street. But what about, let's call him Rocco? Yeah. Hello, Rocco. Cuba. Yeah, I'm still going. It's only been an hour. Socrates is not bad. Tony Pony. We might be going for a while yet, Adele, going at this rate. Indigenous name? Well, isn't Saratoga already the indigenous name? Same here, and it is a struggle, I agree. Call him Stretch? Stretch is not bad. Flipper? Flipper's okay. This probably would have worked better like in a live format where people could throw out suggestions. This is the trouble with streaming because we're trying to name the Saratoga, Adele, if you're lost. Nemo. Nah, it's been done. Any saltwater nerd has it's been done. Dr. Phil. Send him to the farm. Hello, Rocco. Yeah. Okay, too bad. Bye, Rocco. Skippy. Well, what have we got here? We've got, we regularly go with John Lennon.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Not John Lennon. Anyway, that was skipping forward. So, that peace and love is from the Beatles. Rex isn't bad. Or, I got it. So the Saratoga used to live with Steve the Stingray. And I've been really enjoying the work of Robert Irwin at the moment. He seems to really be doing some great work in the field, filling the void that his old man left. So what about Bob? Let's call him Bob the Toga. Bobby. Or Max. Max is not bad. Alright, we're going to do a quick short list here and wrap it up. Bob, Irwin, Max, Pepsi. What about Pepsi? Nah, could be Pepsi. Add an option. Let's go with Gump. He sleeps with the fishes. What else was some good ones? I'll just find some more that I liked in there. There was a lot of people enjoying Caesar, so we can go with that. I like that. And Ludwig. Alright. Well, let me know what you reckon. Toga name? Ask. There you go. Beats. Hello, my name's Bruce. Or Erwin, yeah. Peppy. I actually kind of do like Peppy, to be honest. Yeah, Peppy. My toga. Crikey the toga. I'm sure once we decide the overall name, we can definitely substitute nicknames on that theme. That's very Australian. You know, like, you kind of go nicknames upon nicknames upon nicknames. God dang it, Bobby. That would be, I think, a bit too fanboyish, because the Coop already has all of those names relating to King of the Hill, so we can't name it. God dang it, Bobby. We already have Bob the Pug. That's true, John. Which is Scarface. If he has a bit of an unlucky interaction with an Oscar one day, he might become Scarface. Max. Tony Montana. Say hello to my little friend. Giuseppe. Bobby Boucher. I want to go fast. That's probably not far off. Alright. The annoying thing about the poll is I can only see the top option. Another minute. Also, side quest, if we do name him Bob, we can definitely look into getting another stingray at some point. But I didn't say that out loud. Looks like that's the winner. Alright, I'm going to close it down there. Let's go end poll. Mr. Muffin. That was a pretty good spread. Pepsi, Bob, Caesar, Ludwig. I kind of like Pepsi. I do kind of like Pepsi. Nah, the crowd has spoken. God dang it, Bobby. We got a new name for Bobby the Toga. So there you go. Welcome, Bob, to the family. Quagmire. Or Herbert. My Herbert impression is okay. We can go with the. Oh, hey there, Chris. See, you got them shorts here. New paper boy. That was very. I'm out of practice. I used to do an okay Herbert. Anyway, I'm kind of thinking of overruling to Pepsi. We'll sleep on it. I'll decide by next week. Andrew, you're out of the club. Pepsi is the dominant refreshment of choice. Sponsor me, Pepsi. Alright, gang. Well, as always, it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you all. I appreciate you all. Thanks for your support. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. The weekend is on the doorstep. You can smell it. You can feel it. The enjoyment is nearly here. So gear up for that. Don't worry about doing anything at work tomorrow. Just tell them that I gave you a pass for the day. Other than that, the other poll spoke, so I'll start working on my full fishing tour. I won't get distracted with little side projects. We'll have fun with it. Look after yourselves. Don't catch the
Coronavirus!
and I shall catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. God dang it, Bobby.